Hi, this is Craftica, a channel with in-depth insights into the business aviation industry that you won't find anywhere else. The profession of flight attendant has often been romanticized in popular culture, with images of glamorous, well-dressed individuals traveling the world and living a jet-set lifestyle. This image has been perpetuated by the media over the years, leading many people to view the job of a flight attendant as a glamorous and highly desirable. In this video, we'll explore the key differences between commercial and corporate stewardesses, including their job responsibilities, work schedules, salaries, and career paths. Let's get started. While both types of flight attendants play important roles in the aviation industry, their job requirements and responsibilities are significantly different. The crew and hierarchy. The number of flight attendants on a commercial aircraft depends fully on the size of the aircraft and number of passengers they have. For example, the Emirates airline, which operates one of the largest A380 fleets in the world, has a crew complement of up to 21 flight attendants. There is a strict hierarchy among them, with different ranks and responsibilities. Flight attendant is the entry-level position. They are responsible for ensuring passenger safety, providing in-flight service, and maintaining the cabin environment. Purser, or lead flight attendant, is responsible for overseeing the flight attendants and ensuring that all safety procedures are followed. Some airlines have an in-flight service manager, or chief purser, who is responsible for managing the entire cabin crew and ensuring that all service standards are met. Contrary to that, there is only one stewardess on board of a business jet who is responsible for everything and reports to captain only. There could be two hostesses on corporate jets with two cabins if the number of passengers is exceeding 8 or 10. One of them would stay at the kitchen to prepare food, and another would cater this food to passengers in the cabin. However, there will be no official hierarchy between them as they are doing the same job. Contrary to commercial aircraft, where crews are always mixed due to large number of people, in business aviation, crews are fixed, and there are always the same pilots and flight attendants flying together all over the world. Responsibilities. Normally, on a commercial airline, flight attendants find out their flight schedule a few days in advance. They explore what are routes, aircraft types, and who will be in the crew, but they don't know exact aircraft and number of passengers. They get this information only during a briefing at the airport a few hours before the actual flight. They arrive to the aircraft 30 to 60 minutes before the flight. The aircraft is already cleaned by ground handling and prepared for flight. The next step is to get catering from the catering company. Responsibilities of the whole crew are spread among all the people. Part of them serve catering, part deal with luggage, safety procedures, and other passengers, requests, etc. They are also divided by classes of service: economy, business, and first class. After the flight, they have to do all the paperwork and handle the aircraft to ground service. Then they leave the aircraft. To sum up, commercial airline crew do not have any mental attachment to the aircraft they fly. They just come, do their job, and go home. Contrary to that, the general attitude of corporate jet crew is that they have full responsibility for the aircraft they fly. As far as they are flying the same jet all the time, they are taking care of it as if it is their aircraft. Corporate flight attendant has to make sure that there are all required cutleries, plates, glasses, towels, slippers, amenities, bed linens, and many more things on board. In addition, there could be special requirements of the owner: bottle of rare wine or scotch, or flowers that his wife loves, and responsibilities of flight attendant is to find it at any part of the world. In most cases, stewardesses get number of passenger and catering requests a few days before the flight. Sometimes it's very detailed requests, and the flight attendant just passes this request to the exact catering company. In other cases, there's no detailed request, so the flight attendant has to make the order herself. Sometimes the catering budget is limited and the hostess has to buy part of the products like berries, fruits, and vegetables in the supermarket rather than ordering it from the catering company. The crew arrives to the airport 2 hours before the flight to prepare the aircraft. While pilots program the navigation system and make all the required checks, the hostess cleans the aircraft, prepares a welcome table, puts some flowers and newspapers to the credenza, and prepares catering for the flight. When the passengers arrive, she meets them, helps with hand luggage and coats, provides with slippers and hot towels. After takeoff, she prepares and serves food and beverages. On a long-haul flight, she prepares beds for passengers. After the flight, she handles the remaining food and trash to ground handling agent, and then the crew cleans the aircraft. What we wanted to show you here is the total responsibility of one person for the whole process happening in the cabin. This profession required great flexibility and proactivity to guarantee excellent service on board. Salary. The salary of commercial cabin crew can vary depending on a number of factors, including the airline, the length of service, and the location. However, according to the Bureau of Labor Statistics in the United States, the median annual salary for flight attendants in 2020 was $56,640. Usually, calculation of their salary is based on flight hours per month. Corporate flight attendants earn higher salaries than their commercial counterparts due to the more specialized nature of the job and the higher level of responsibilities and service provided to VIP passengers. According to the National Business Aviation Association, the average salary of a corporate flight attendant in the United States is approximately $67,000 per year, with salaries ranging from $42,000 to $120,000. The salary of a corporate cabin crew varies depending on the employer, the type of aircraft, and the location. One of the most important factors is aircraft type. The more experience you have, the bigger jet you can fly, the higher salary you earn. For example, salaries of Global 6000 crew could be 2 times as much as the one of the Cessna Citation XLS. The salary of a corporate flight attendant is fixed and does not depend on the amount of flights they have in a month. Even if the aircraft is on maintenance and they had 0 flights, they will be paid. Working schedule. The working schedule of commercial cabin crew can vary widely depending on the airline, the route, and the length of the flight. They typically have duty periods that can range from a few hours to several days, depending on the flight's duration and the airline schedule and layovers in various cities or countries. Commercial flight attendants may work up to 100 hours per month or more, depending on the airline's operating procedures and the individual schedule. The working schedule of corporate flight attendants is completely different to what we see in the commercial world. There are rotation shifts for all crews. It could be 10-day shifts followed by 10 days rest, 2-week shift with 2 weeks off rest, 1-month shift, and so on. Minimal number of crews per aircraft is 2. So with a 2-week shift each crew, pilots and flight attendant stay with the aircraft for 2 weeks in a row, wherever it flies, and then go home, while another crew is on duty. The exact number of flights during working shift depends on several factors, whether the aircraft is for the owner's flights or for charter flights, schedule of the owner, season of the year, and aircraft type. There are owners who are flying 1 or 2 times a week with a schedule well known few months in advance, while some owners are flying every day on an ad hoc basis. If the aircraft is for charters, there could be up to 5 flights every day that are 1 to 3 hours long with quick turnarounds at the destination airport, especially if the aircraft is a medium size like the Cessna Citation XLS. Bigger aircraft like the Global 6000 usually make lower number of flights, but flight time is longer with more duties for cabin crew during the flight. Such aircraft could have 2 to 3 day layovers between flights when the crew could have some rest, go sightseeing, and travel. Anyway, the number of working hours within a day is strictly limited by the authorities of the country where the aircraft is registered and the employer's internal policies. Contrary to commercial airlines, there is no one in reserve, and if something happens with a member of a crew on a short notice, the operator has to find substitution, someone from internal fleet or freelance pilots or hostess. Such occasions could lead to delay or cancellation of a flight. Career path. The career path of a commercial stewardess can vary depending on the individual's goals and aspirations. There are a few ways of growth. It could be hierarchical growth within the company, from entry-level flight attendant to in-flight supervisor, purser, or even management roles. Or flight attendants could change aircraft type they fly. They could start their career at Boeing 737 and go up to the Boeing 787 with the corresponding growth in salary and transition from domestic to international and from short-haul to long-haul flights. Another way is to grow from economy class to business class and then to first-class service. Many flight attendants consider shift to business aviation as a next step in their career. The career path for a corporate flight attendant does not have so many options. The main way is to change aircraft types from mid-sized jets to long-range aircraft, but such transition requires additional trainings and therefore investments from the employer. Another option is to move from charter aircraft to owner's aircraft, which could lead to growth of salary, change of number of flights, their destinations, and the style of work. That's all for this video on the differences between commercial and corporate flight attendants. We hope this video has provided you with a better understanding of the unique roles and responsibilities of these two types of hostesses. If you like this video, hit like and subscribe buttons. In the next video, we will discuss 10 myths about corporate flight attendants, what are private jet categories, and what happens when aircraft is broken before flight. Stay tuned. In the meanwhile, have you ever thought of becoming a flight attendant? Do you think that this is a dream job? Share your thoughts in the comments below.